Hey guys, what's going on? It's Andrew from AR Media, and tonight's video I want to review Us on 4K UHD Blu-ray. Now I was super pumped to get this one in. I saw this one back in theaters, so let's go over the movie briefly. Now, as you guys know, I'm a big fan of Jordan Peele, a big fan of Get Out, and I was really pumped to see what he would do next. And I gotta say, I was not disappointed in Us, and rewatching it made me like it even more. I think Jordan Peele really took that doppelganger concept and really nailed it down and made a solid movie that keeps you thinking and is great for rewatchability. Now, I think he has a really good way of mixing humor and horror as well, where these movies are good for people who may not be so into horror, or maybe their first foray into horror, where he adds in that comedy and he really eases you into it. And I wouldn't say at any points that this movie is horrific at anything like that, but I do think that it is a great milestone and a good staple in the horror genre, and I can't wait to see what else he has in store for us. So now let's get to the video quality, what you guys came here for. So this is a 2K digital intermediate upscale to 4K, and this is a digitally shot movie, so all you grain haters will really like this one. This is a very crisp and sharp movie. The sharpness is pretty off the charts, pretty equal to Get Out, which was very sharp and crisp image as well. You can see all the bumps on faces, all the pores on faces. It's actually not too kind to facial features, and you can see any imperfection on the actors' faces, landscape, anything like that. The details is also a great improvement over the Blu-ray. This is overall just a great looking image when it comes to resolution, detail, and clarity. Now, where this disc really shines is the Dolby Vision and HDR application by far. And the reason for that is this is a very dark movie. Most of this takes place in very dimly lit scenes, and I found on the UHD it was a lot easier to make out the shadow detail, and that really, you can appreciate that. So the first scene on the Santa Cruz boardwalk, you could tell immediately the Dolby Vision and how well it's going to do. Bright lights from the carnival really punch out, and there's just a lot more nuance and a lot more shine to them. They really pop off the TV, and the Dolby Vision is definitely the major star on the disc, but I gotta say, the resolution is nothing to complain about. It is razor sharp through and through. So now let's get to the audio on this. So this is a Dolby Atmos mix, and I was really impressed with this as well. So one way this Dolby Atmos mix is used that's different from other horror movies is the score. The score really envelopes you, so that first scene with the rabbits specifically, where it's just panning out, the voices and chants of that really envelope you, and the Atmos speakers are used definitely to use in that. And then it's used all throughout the movie, so when the family is getting attacked, you could hear all through the surrounds and the overheads very clearly. And then one car scene specifically that I don't want to ruin, but one scene that involves a car and the little girl is a very good use of Atmos. Altogether, though, this is a great soundtrack and use of Atmos, as usual with horror. Great object-oriented placement, and definitely adds to the scares for sure. So anyway, guys, this is going to be a day one pickup through and through in my book. The image is fantastic, the audio is great, and a movie with crazy rewatchability in my mind. So anyway, guys, I'm going to leave a description and a link to buy Us. Using that link gives me a small kickback to review more 4Ks for you. So anyway, guys, I got the next two Batman movies coming up tomorrow. Be on the lookout for that. The Witch 4K coming up later this week, and a couple more this weekend. I'll see you guys in the next one.